Happy Monday, guys. And I can't believe it's another start to the week. And more importantly, hope you guys have an amazing week ahead. And it's Johan Pasala again. And guys, thank you very much for everyone who has and is attending today's training on Clubhouse. We do have over 33 people registered on Clubhouse today, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm sure we're going to get a number of views and hits on our YouTube channel as well for anyone that wants to see replays. And the last fortnight, we had a very, very great audience. We had about 43 people review our YouTube highlights from our last week's training session, which was amazing. And we also had a couple of comments as well, which I really appreciate that feedback as well. But today, guys, we're going to talk about going the extra mile. And guys, I'm going to keep this session nice and short today, as I do have a mentoring session with a student of mine at 12:30. So I've got to be relatively quick. And one of the reasons why I really wanted to discuss about going the extra mile is that I do believe we live in times that if you go the extra mile, you're going to be rewarded extra. And I really hope that makes sense. So what does going the extra mile actually mean? So a lot of people live in this false sense of, I guess, a work ethic where people are wanting to do the basics just to get by. And, we're hearing this quite often where that we're living in a world where people are doing this quiet quitting and, just trying to do the bare minimum just to get by and not really, expressing and pushing themselves to another level to reach their ultimate potential. But going the extra mile basically means this, and it doesn't matter what part of life it could be, exercising, work, relationship, finances. It's basically doing a bit more than what you expected to do. So let's talk about it in a sporting sense. For example, if I was doing crunches and my aim was to do 25 ab crunches, and what happens is I get to 25, rather than just stopping at 25, you want to go the extra mile, so you usually do another 2 crunches. Or an example might be, you might be doing, star jumpers. And rather than doing 10 star jumps that you aimed for, you do 12 because you want to go the extra mile. And what I've realized, guys, and this has been, I guess, these are like stats that have been proven. If you're willing to do the extra couple of things, you're going to achieve more. So if you're someone that does 2 more crunches, 2 more star jumps, on a fitness level, you're probably going to accelerate to getting more healthier and more in better shape than someone that does 10. That's just the way it is, guys. So people who want to do the extra mile will always get more relatively success. And if you want to put it into the business or work sense or sales space in particular, I have an aim to do 10 calls a day at a minimum. But what I realize is when things really start to manifest and change is when I do that extra 1 or 2 calls. And instead of doing 10 calls, I end up doing 11 or 12 calls. Now, the reason why I like to do an extra couple of calls that I'm normally meant to be doing is because it gives me a very psychological advantage over my competition. Because I generally know that if people want to set out a goal to do 10 calls, they're usually going to do 8 because people are very, very, very lazy and they'll make excuses like I'm tired, I'm busy, whatever the case may be. So rather than just doing 8 or 10, I will usually do that extra 2 and make sure I do 12 calls. And for some reason, when you do those extra 2 calls, I find that 11th or 12th call is when I get that really great opportunity to make a new existing or new client in particular. On a financial level, I try and save 20% of my income every month. I've said this numerous times, but now I'm also starting to push it and see if I can save 21 or 22% more. So basically, rather than saving 20% of my income, I'm trying to push it to that 21 to 22% criteria. And the reason why for that, again, it gives me a really great benefit to ensure that I achieve my goal a lot more quicker and a lot more faster. And that's what it means by going the extra mile. It's doing something that others are not prepared to do. And give you a classic example why I think going the extra mile is so benefit for you is I'm actually going to be coaching a lovely lady today at 12:30 after this recording. And she basically reached out to me last week and she saw one of my videos and she basically said, hey Johan, I'm going for a job interview next week and it's within a new industry and I need some hints and I need to have a strategy on how I can get this job. And I pretty much replied to her in about 10-20 minutes. And the reason why I replied to her so quickly was because I saw potential in this lovely lady, where I said to myself, she is so wanting to get this job so much that she's actually wanting some private mentoring to upskill her knowledge. So when she visits this company during the week, she's more prepared for the interview. That is someone who wants to go the extra mile. And we had a brief conversation on Saturday. So we had a bit of a 15-minute discovery call. And basically I said to her this, I said, you're going to get the job just on the fact that you're prepared to go the extra mile and learn a few new things before you go to the interview. And I said to her, this is an amazing skill. And the girl is only 21. She's a young woman, but she's prepared to invest in her career, invest in knowledge, and she's being more interested than trying to be interested in the career that she wants to get and achieve. And she's prepared to go the extra mile. So in my mind, she's got the job already, guys. Believe it or not, I think she's going to get it and she's going to kill it. So it's just absolutely amazing why you should go the extra mile. Now, I'm going to probably give you 5 little dot points on why people don't go the extra mile. And this is a big mindset thing. So if you're thinking one of these 5 things, you need to stop, click out of it, and really, really change that mindset and get out of that negative thought pattern. So I'm going to give you 5. One of the reasons why most people don't go the extra mile is I don't have time. Now, if you don't have time to do something a bit more better or a bit more quality, then you've got to really review your day and ask yourself the honest question. Are you too busy doing non-productive things, or are you wasting your time on activities that have no benefit at all to you? That's one reason. The second biggest reason, and I know this might sound a bit brutal, is laziness and procrastination. A lot of people will make excuses like, I'm tired, I've had a hard day. The top and most performing people ever on this planet make no excuses when it comes to delegation and execution on going the extra mile. Can you imagine a person like Carl Lewis, who is one of the best sprinters of all time, or Usain Bolt? Do you think they actually have excuses and say, I'm not prepared to run a bit extra because I'm tired. I'm not prepared to run a bit more because I'm busy. They don't make excuses. That's the second thing. The other reason why a lot of people don't want to go the extra mile is whatever they're doing is not inspirational to them. They're basically just doing it just to get by. And I think that is one of the most fundamental and interesting things is, I'll give you an example. I don't really love what I do. I'm not going to pretend to be the most passionate thing about my industry, but what I love is actually helping people and doing sales deals and leading a team and all the other little things like that. And that keeps me very, very inspired. And one of the things that helps me go the extra mile is, rather than just focusing on my stuff, I try and focus on the world and see if I can help other people as well. So when I first started in my industry, 10, 12 years ago, it was all about the ego and all about selfishness for me. But now I'm in this leadership role and I take it very serious because it's an honor. And basically what I like to do is make sure that whatever decision I do will impact my staff both positively and negatively. So I've got to go the extra mile to make sure that their jobs are safe, that they're learning, that they're wanting to achieve success and things like that. So going the extra mile is such a big thing. You can do all the courses in the world, you can read all you want, but you have to have that mental capacity to do that bit extra than whatever the competition is wanting you to do. I hope that makes sense, guys. And again, thank you very much, guys, for everyone who's come into this and really being part of our growing community. because I'm really, really in the phase of my life where I want to do better for more people. And we need to surround ourselves with a lot more positive people, guys. So, guys, I'm going to check off. And I really, guys, want you to have a great week ahead. And can you do me a favor? Can you like, share, comment on this particular post, and let's build our community together full of positive people. Have a great week and speak soon. Checking off YouTube, checking off Clubhouse. Thank you, everyone, again. Bye.